Right now, somewhere near you, two people just lowered their voices. You don't know what they're saying. You don't know who they're talking about. But some part of you really wants to. Badly. You could keep walking. You could mind your own business, like an adult. But your steps slow down on their own, and your attention bends toward them like a plant toward a window. That pull has a name. Gossip. And here's the strange part. The thing you feel a little embarrassed by isn't a flaw. It's one of the oldest survival tools you own, and it might be the reason your species is still here. To see why, one scientist did something strange. To understand why humans talk so much, he stopped studying humans and went to watch monkeys pick through each other's fur. His name is Robin Dunbar, a British anthropologist. Because here's a thing no other animal does. A lion doesn't make small talk. A shark has nothing to say. But put two humans in an elevator, and within seconds someone's commenting on the weather. We talk for hours about nothing. Dunbar wanted to know why. Why do humans talk so much? And the answer started in all that monkey fur. When one monkey grooms another, it isn't cleaning. It's sending a message older than language. I'm with you. Groom me, and I'll groom you. These aren't clean monkeys. They're allies. And an ally is everything. When a fight breaks out, the one whose back you scratched jumps in. When you're sick, your grooming partner shares food. The monkey with partners survives. The loner gets eaten. So grooming was never really about fur. It was about who stands next to you when the leopard shows up. But grooming has a hard limit: time. Some primates spend up to a fifth of their day just combing each other, which is either deeply touching or a serious scheduling problem. Either way, there are only so many hours before the sun goes down. So the size of a group is capped. Not by food, not by predators, by the clock. You can only touch so much fur. And here is where humans get weird. Our groups are huge. A chimp troop is 50. Early humans lived in hundreds. By the logic of grooming, that's impossible. You'd have to groom sunrise to sunset and never eat or sleep. So either humans found more hours, or they found a better tool. They found a better tool. Talking. This was Dunbar's radical idea. Language didn't evolve to discuss the weather. It evolved as grooming you could do with your mouth instead of your hands. One finger touches one body, but one voice can reach 3 people at once, a whole circle around a fire, bonding with everyone while your hands stay free. Conversation, he said, is grooming at a distance. And words do something fingers never could. They carry information. A grooming hand only says, "I'm here." But a voice can tell you who took the best meat at the last hunt, who can't be trusted. And that changes everything. Picture a hunter walking back into camp. Someone leans over and mentions quietly that he kept the best meat for himself. Someone else saw him refuse to help an injured man on the trail. He hasn't said a word, but by the time he sits down at the fire, everyone already knows exactly who he is. A cheater could fool one person face to face, but word travels faster than any liar can run. Take more than your share, and by nightfall the whole camp knows. So gossip became an invisible court. No judge, no guards, just 100 quiet voices keeping score. And in a species that survives by cooperating, being labeled untrustworthy was basically a death sentence. You didn't have to punish a cheater, you just had to talk about him. And with that one tool, the ceiling lifted. Dunbar even calculated how high. How many people can one mind really keep track of? He landed on a number that's now famous. Around 150. Roughly the size of an ancient village. And, suspiciously, the size of the network you still drift toward today. The people you'd actually call. So what do we fill all that talking with? Dunbar wanted data, so he eavesdropped. Cafes, trains, offices. Around 2/3 of everything we say is about other people. Not ideas, not facts. People. Who's up, who's down, who did what to whom. It sounds shallow. It isn't. In a world where the people around you decide whether you eat tonight, who's up and who's down is the most useful information there is. A conversation around the fire was never just talk. It was a map of who you could trust your life to. There's a word for that, the same one from the start. Gossip. And here's the part that flips everything. We treat gossip like a character flaw, a guilty little habit we all swear we don't have. But look again at those monkeys in the fur. They were building the bonds that kept them alive. Gossip is the human version of exactly that. It isn't the opposite of connection. It is connection. The same pull that bends you toward a whisper is the instinct that let your ancestors build groups no other animal on Earth could hold together. Gossip didn't weaken the tribe. Gossip is the reason there was a tribe. Every friendship you have was built this way. Every late-night talk, every inside joke, every "you'll never guess what happened." That's grooming. You've been doing it your whole life without noticing. But your ancient instinct never planned for one thing: a world of strangers. For almost all of history, the people you gossiped about were people you knew, people whose reputation actually touched your life. Now, you know about the breakup of two people you've never met. You follow a feud between strangers on a screen. You feel a magnetic pull to know what a celebrity did, something that will not touch your life for a single second. Your grooming instinct is still running, perfectly. It just can't tell the difference anymore between your tribe and the entire planet. Social media isn't some alien machine messing with your head. It's the oldest thing you own, scaled up past all recognition. An infinite circle around an infinite fire. And the little caveman brain in your skull, built to track 100 faces, is now trying to keep tabs on millions of them, sweating quietly. Think about the last time you opened your phone just to check. You weren't looking for anything you needed. You were grooming a tribe that doesn't exist. The pull felt modern. It's older than farming. The faces changed. The instinct didn't. So the next time two people near you go quiet, and you feel that little tug to lean in, don't be embarrassed. You're not being nosy. You're doing the oldest social work your species knows. Long before the village, long before the fire, there were hands moving slowly through fur, saying the thing your whisper still says now, without a single word. I'm with you. The fur is gone. The instinct stayed. And right now, somewhere near you, two people just lowered their voices, and a part of you is already leaning in.